guys, Mike from Pedal Shins here. I'm going to do a video on my Trek Verve Plus. If you guys are finding this, you guys are interested in e-bikes and are curious to know what the Verve Plus is and what kind of bike it is. So I'm here to show it to you. So just riding around a little bit, decided to do a video. I'm going to show you in a little bit what it's like to be on the road with it and ride it around. I was looking at bikes for a while. Just a history about why I got a Verve or e-bike in general. It's just because I was looking for a bike to take me to and from work. I have plenty of bikes that are pedal bikes, but if I was to finish riding, I'd be really sweaty, have to take another shower and stuff like that, and I just wanted to get there quicker, but get exercise in. Well, this brings those two together: fun, exercise, and getting to work on time. So, okay, so like I said, right behind me is the bike here. So the bike at base cost, I think, runs around $2,500. So this here is just the Verve Plus. Comes with the battery and it has the motor and the cranks. Full kickstand on it. The saddlebags and the rack in the back do not come with you. Those are aftermarket parts. Helmet is there. Okay, and so is the light here. So those are added on parts. So the base bike comes with a light in the front. So like I can show you here, it has a display here. You turn it on. Right now the motor is actually off, so the assist is off. However, there is a light that'll turn on in the front, and then if you go around the side here, there's one in the back. So these are really bright at night. Granted, it's during the day, so obviously it's not going to be as bright. Comes with a nice seat there, nice padded seat, comfortable. Seats are never an issue for me, but if they're an issue for you, there you go. Like I said, it goes up to 9, shifts up to 9. So I'm dealing with the display here. So you go from off, it goes to eco. Eco is probably going to be your best option if you want to save battery life. Then you have touring, which is pretty much what I ride it in, and that gets me, you can get up to like 19 miles an hour. I mean, either way you can get up to 19, 20, which is the max. The motor can put a max output of 20 miles per hour. That's the max speed. You can go over that if you're bombing down hills, or if you're just pedaling faster and the motor can assist. It won't burn it out though. Sport's just going to give you a little bit more kick for less pedaling. And then you have turbo, which you would use up a hill. You can use any of these up a hill, but turbo will get you up a little bit quicker. So got that. You got the two brakes, shifters right there. Let's see here. Then we have the Bosch Power Pack 400. So it's a rechargeable battery. It's the max of this bike is a 250 watt. So one cool thing, if you hit this on the side, which I think actually, because is the bike on? Now this thing will usually turn on, and it doesn't want it right now, but if I turn this on, I'm pretty sure it will show me. Let me see here. So let's see. So one thing is, if you're going to hit this, I think this will turn off the bike too. So if you hit that, let's see if I turn it on. Can I turn it on with that? Yes. So if you hit that button too, that'll turn it on. There's a on button there, and that'll turn that on. And then say if I press it again, it'll turn it off. All right. So then there's the Bosch Active Line crankset motor. That's in there. Very, very awesome motor. The frame here, no suspension in the front or back, which is fine if you're just using it as a commuter. If you're looking more towards like a bike with suspension, Trek does offer mountain bike setups. They're just a little bit more. I think I found one for probably about, I think it was like $5,000. But I mean, you might think it's a lot of money, but if you're into biking like me, I mean, money's really not an issue if you're going to ride it and use it. If you're not going to use it and you don't intend to use it, then don't waste the money on it. But yeah, so anyhow, so there's the bike there. You have disc brakes. It's easy to pop these off. Haven't really messed around with it yet. The wiring is really good. Doesn't really interfere with me riding at all. This has a locking mechanism, so you take a key, you'll put the key in there, you turn it, and this will pop off. As you can see, I kind of had a little bit of a boo-boo on it. I forgot to latch this in. You just kind of have to hit it down. It'll lock in, but it wasn't fully locked in. It shot off. Pedals are stock, but they're nice and comfortable. You don't need, I usually ride with pegs, and I don't intend in changing any of these things on here. And then we'll go to the back here. So the back and the front has these mud guards here, just so you don't get splashed on. That's another plus. None of my bikes have the mud guards on them. because I don't really care to get dirty if I plan on it. Saddlebags here, these are aftermarket, got them on Amazon at a decent price, as well as the rack. I will put those down in the description for you guys if you guys want to check those out. Pretty decent deal. I think it was like 20 and 30 or 30 and 20 for each of them. So like I said, I'm gonna go for a quick ride. I'll show you guys what to expect and what it's like. But that is the walk around for the Trek E-Bike, Trek Verve E-Bike rather. All right, so let's get right. And as you go the higher up, like anything else, the more resistance you have, the faster it goes. And I mean, right now we're going at 20 miles per hour. So we're really ripping around here. I mean, you really can't go wrong with the built-in lights. There's the two built-in lights on the front, and then you have the Bontrager light on the front. I haven't had to use it yet, but I mean, it's really, I think it's like 1100 lumens or something. I forget. I don't know. The guy at the dealership was telling me it's pretty much like a BMW headlight, and I was like, okay. You know, and when you're kind of spending the amount of money on a bike, you kind of want to be seen and you don't want to get hit. So you're kind of getting what you pay for. Now, I haven't test drove any of the Specialized or anything like that. I mean, I've always been a Trek guy, so I'm pretty much here. So just touring on a flat road, we're at 17.5 right now. And I'm only on touring. So after this stop sign, I'll pop it up to super, or not super, sport. And we'll see where we're at. So we're in sport now, and you could feel even with a little bit of pedaling, we're already up to 14, 15. So about 18.4 now, and I'm not even breaking a sweat. So bike definitely has a lot of pickup. Next stop sign we'll hit, I'll put it on turbo. Turbo is pretty fun. I mean, there's times I'll have it. Turbo consumes a lot of battery life, so that's what you want to watch out for. But sometimes if you're having so much fun biking, you'll totally forget about it being on turbo and it'll drain it. So and that's one thing that usually happens with me. Usually really ride around on, like I said, touring, but turbo will bring it. One thing too, the bike's pretty weighted, so if you wanted to sit back a little bit and not use your hands, you could do that. But it's definitely fun. This bike is it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. So a lot of people out biking, walking around. It's a good time. But you could really rip, like I said, on this. So like I said, we'll put it on turbo. Turbo is going to give you a real kick. So we're already going up. We're at 15 miles per hour right now. Now I'm not really, you can feel it kick a little bit, so you just got to be careful. If you're on one of these and you're really, I mean, it'll kick a little bit. So just try to be careful with it, but we'll go down this way, then we'll see what's up. We'll pop it back down to touring. Right. And they have other models too. They have a the super commuter. They have the super commuter. They have the I wish I would know. I just know the Super Commuter 8, but they have a bunch of other ones. They have one, it's like a road bike. Then they have the road bike. Apparently, the guy that was selling it to me was telling me that he made it from the Trek store, which is on Tillman Street in Allentown, all the way over to Coopersburg, which is a pretty great distance. He made that in about 30 some minutes. And I mean, he said that he was taking up hills. I mean, the turbo will take you up a hill. You just got to work a little bit, and you got to make sure you bring it down to a lower gear, obviously. But like this, like I'm pretty much like a car right now, going 20 miles an hour, well, 18 and a half, but it feels like I'm going pretty quick. And you could probably hear the wind in the GoPro more than you could probably hear me talk. So if you're somebody that likes to ride around, get around town, tired of filling up, like I have a truck, so tired of driving your truck everywhere just for little things here and there, this might be something you want to get. So the only thing about this one doesn't have any suspension in the front or back, so it is strictly pretty much a commuter bike or gravel bike. However, it does, if you know how to ride and you know you're not going on too bumpy, you know your limitations, you're good then. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you really want to go up the hill, you can go up with no hands too. So you can't go wrong. So so that's the bike.